Everyone's goal in Hypixel Skyblock is to make as much money as they can. Everyone needs money for progression, they want to waste it on random stuff. But what if your goal was the opposite? How fast could you theoretically lose all your money? Well, if you wanted to know, you're in the right place. Today, we're gonna go over the stupidest ways you could possibly get rid of your money. We're not going to include things like giving away your coins or dying, as that's just too boring. And if you're going to get rid of all your coins, why not have some fun? Before going into this video, I would like to take a second of your time to ask you guys to subscribe. We're currently in a race with Alex Sophie trying to go for the YouTube rank, and we're trying to maintain a lead for as long as we can. Over 90% of the people who watch our videos keep coming back and aren't subscribed, so if you could, that would mean a lot to us. Without wasting any more of your time, let's get into the video. Dragons in Hypixel Skyblock has always been an extremely RNG carried activity, which in most cases might even lead to profit, but how can we change that? Well, a few patches ago, admins released a funny mechanic that recomming at least 7 of the 8 place dies is guaranteed to summon a superior dragon. You might actually think that this might be a good thing, because superior is one of the most expensive armor sets out of any of the dragon pieces. But actually, it won't cover anywhere near the cost of the eyes to summon the dragon. As of recording this, the price of 7 recom eyes and the regular one used to summon is around 61 million coins. And assuming you get the worst possible drop on that dragon, being the Dragon Claw, which is around 50k in the bazaar, you pretty much lost all of that 61 million coins that you spent on that dragon. Assuming you could kill the dragons pretty quick, it's a very high chance that you lose billions of coins an hour from this. Archfiend dice are pretty funny to use, as anytime somebody's ever seen rolling them, there's a more than likely chance they end up losing money. Looking at the current prices of both of these dices, we're looking around 6.5 million for the normal Archfiend dice, or around 47 million for the high class dice, which normally fluctuates around 50 million. Now in any other scenario, dices have a 1 out of 6 chance to roll to get a 6, but Archfiend dices in Hypixel Skyblock are pretty rigged. Looking at the Hypixel wiki, you have about a 1 in 24 chance to get a 6 on the normal Archfiend dice, while having a 1 out of 16 chance on the high class Archfiend dice. Doing some basic math, which each roll of the Archfiend dice being 666k, and assuming you get 6 on odds, each time you roll one of these dices, you should roughly lose about 1 million coins, or 8 million including the physical dice itself. Even worse, doing this with the high class dice, each roll you'll lose around 5.6 million or around 55 million including the high class itself. It's best to say that these dices are clearly just out to scam you, and if you drop one, there's no point in actually rolling it, but you should rather just sell it. I do find it's really funny that on the dice, it doesn't fully mention what the chances are. It does mention a little description saying that somebody could have messed with the chances, but it doesn't tell you that these dices have a 1 out of 24 chance to actually get the winning prize. George has always been known as Hypixel Skyblock's most notorious scammer. There's only probably like 2 pets that you want to actually sell to him, like a Golem or a Megalodon, and that's only because there's such high demand of them that putting him on AH actually loses you money to taxes. But have you ever tried giving him something like a golden dragon? Assuming you're going to buy the golden dragon off the dragon itself, it's around 580 million coins, and can be leveled up to a pet that's worth around 1.1 billion. Keeping those numbers in mind, trying to give in my level 200 golden dragon to George, he only offers around 5,000 coins, which is not at all what the pet should actually be rewarded with. Trying this again with other pets like my Skata for example, he'll still only offer 5,000 coins, and with a pet like the Phoenix will only give me 5 million. Now I do say only 5 mil, as looking at the pet, it's 90 mil from the auction house at a level 1, and as well as the fact that dropping one is insanely rare. A Phoenix pet alone is a 1 out of 30 million drop, assuming it's legendary, and that's just not good in any sense to trade it in for George just for profit. Finally, I want to talk about the NPCs that take way more money than their items are actually worth. The reason for this is a lot of the items that the NPC offer are not actually that valuable to the players. Let's look at an NPC like the Smithmonger. Talking to him, a Reforged Anvil costs around 2 million, assuming you don't have something like the Seal of the Family. And looking at this without looking up the value might seem like a good deal, no? Well, not really. Looking at the auction house, we could see this item is only going for around 1.3 million coins. And the plain cost for these items, as looking in the chat of what I actually spent on it, was only around 1.2 million coins, so even cheaper than the auction house. So to put this plain and short, this NPC wants to scam you out of 800 coins over the convenience of just clicking a button. This doesn't even only apply to the anvil. Looking at the NPC again, we could look at something like the dirt bottle, which costs around 100k and on bin sells for 70k. making it completely unreasonable to buy from him. But then again, if you are trying to get rid of your coins, this will definitely be the easiest way, buying just a stack of Reforge anvils right here, losing you around 40 million coins per click. Frankly enough, this NPC only really exists to just scam you. Well yeah, that's about it for this video. Quite frankly, everything in this game, even NPCs, are out to scam you. There are a few things in this video that we didn't mention that still lose you money, like dying to the void or whatever, but that's quite boring and there's no point to really mention that. But yeah, that's about it from us. Thanks for watching and subscribe.